Hey, you guys, we are finally on day 61 where we're talking about suing for violations. And I have a starter guide that's available in the Strongest 75 course. So I definitely want you guys to check that out. Now, I think that this is really the only way to go. Seriously, it's so much only the only way to go. Like I'm going to law school just for this. I got connected with some attorneys previously, and I realized it was kind of like a hush hush, lock you out kind of thing. You're not supposed to know about this kind of thing. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna figure this out. So I've been doing a lot of research on this, and I even did a few lawsuits on my own, which were very, very successful. With my last one, we're still in court right now, and I have to do a deposition next month. But I love it because now I'm learning so much. I'm learning so much, and I'm like, I'm catching them up on all of this stuff. Like, I'm finding out like what we need to look for and all this different stuff, what we need to ask. But I've been connecting with so many different attorneys. I've been even helping connect my clients with attorneys so that they can sue, because I can't sue for anyone. I'm not an attorney yet. So I've been connecting my clients with attorneys. It has not been a fast process. I thought it was going to be faster than it is, but it has not been fast. But I'm just happy that it's happening because, again, my thing is when I put my lawsuits in, I always ask for them to give me some money, delete the account from my credit report, and never report it again. And if you guys remember, um, early on in the Strongest 75, I'm not sure what day I was talking about it, but I was actually showing you all um, what was public records, because that's what it is. TransUnion tried to silence me, which is public too, that they're saying I can't even, they didn't even want me to talk about the lawsuit at all because they were scared that I'm gonna tell you guys all about how to sue, and now they're gonna get all these lawsuits, which is what they're gonna get anyway, because I'm going to law school. What you mean? And I'm on social media, I'm gonna talk about it. But I did talk about, and I did show like the things that I was able to get um with my lawsuit. I'm not sure if I have it already up here still. But you guys can most likely still go and find it if you guys were to do the Strongest 75 like you guys are supposed to anyway. So this time we're talking about, again, suing. Let me see if I still have it before I move on. No, here's just one of my old settlements that I had. Rakita Cannon versus Midland Credit Management. This was from 2022. We had a settlement. I can't tell y'all what the terms of the settlement was, but this is the older one that I did. So I definitely think that we need to, and I don't think, I know that we need to sue. So this is the older settlement that I had with Midland. At that time, I didn't even think to sue the credit bureaus, y'all. I did not. I wish I would have thought like sue the credit bureaus, right? And then I think this is, oh, this is part of my public records. So um this was an email, the emails from TransUnion to the plaintiff, which is me. So this is, I couldn't tell y'all what my settlement was, but they put this out here, so now it made it public, something about what happened. So as a follow-up to our correspondence earlier, I am authorized to settle this matter for a dollar amount, the monetary payment, and case specific action on a um, confidential basis, contingent upon non monetary terms. If this is acceptable, I will provide a release to you next week. Thank you for following up. I accept the settlement of the dollar amount and case specific action on a confidential basis. I will proceed with filing the notice of settlement with the court. So the judge made it very clear that anything that is public records, they cannot tell me I can't say anything about it. I can't, I try to just read literally what's on there. I don't want to mess that up like at all, but y'all can see that it says that I was handling my business, and I really want you guys to handle y'all business too when it come down to these companies. And that's why I'm helping people connect with attorneys that can help you all, because I literally didn't realize that I literally took classes to teach me how to write complaints, how to go through the whole discovery process, what happens in court. I didn't realize that that's really what helped me go through and learn more of this stuff. But yeah, I want to also say that when it comes down to this, I don't want you all to be scared. What I have found is we have to, I would send out 2 to 3 months of dispute letters. And in Strongest 75, how I have this set up, I already have y'all sending out to the 2 months of dispute letters. I already have y'all doing that. I already literally have y'all doing everything that I would do if I was going to sue again to be able to get a settlement. I already have it all within this strongest 75. You do it. That's why I kind of space it out the extra days. And I made a shorter version of how to create your credit score 100 points in um 30 days. But with the strongest 75, I like this because after the 75 days, I just feel like going through this process, you may be able to have a case. You have to talk to an attorney, but how I would look at it, if I was to have to go through this again, I would follow everything within the strongest 75 with the dispute letters, send a letter directly to the company, sending everything certified. Because after that point, I would know I have a case now and I'll be able to go to an attorney. So that's why I like that we have this set up. Now, let me show you a few things that I did put on the strong and 70, put in the strong and 75 workbook. So we have something called the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Um, it is a federal law. They do have state law, and I realized for California they got this. So we got FDCPA, so the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. That's usually for debt collectors, like the collection companies. But California got a R FCR FDCPA. Like your state may have additional laws, so definitely look it up. But this law helps me when I had to be able to sue. And I want to just talk about me because I don't know about this giving legal advice stuff. I have not figured this out yet. And I just know, cause I'm like, you can do this, you can do that. Like, girl, be quiet. But me, this law helped me when I did my lawsuits against the credit bureaus. It was based off the FCRA and then FDCPA for the collection companies. And what I did sue for is them ignoring my disputes. That was something. I didn't have re-reporting of deleted accounts, but I had inaccurate updates, and I also had they had a duplicate account on my Equifax credit report. Not only did they put this collection on my credit report one time, but they added it again. So that was something that I was suing for. So I just made sure that I had my I just sent out my disputes. I sent them out certified mail, and I just follow up on their responses. And that's what I did. I did consult with a lot of attorneys, y'all, and I just was not able to really find an attorney that could take the that would take my case. Maybe I didn't look as hard as I'm looking now for everybody else's attorney because I literally found an attorney in Florida, two of them actually. Now I got two connections to attorneys in Florida. So if you guys need an attorney in Florida, I definitely have the. Oh, my screen was not black this whole time. When I came back to it, it was black. But I definitely do have a connection with the attorneys in Florida, but I just cannot find any. So I was like, you know what? I need to just stop playing and do my own case and submit my case. But I want to tell y'all, it's not that hard. You just want to find certain things that they're doing wrong. And in that guide, I think I put a lot of stuff in there where it's going to be so simple. But looking at a lot of the cases that's happening, it's literally down to just make sure that you guys send out your dispute letters, send them out certified. And if they are ignoring you, they're not responding. You guys have these inaccurate accounts, especially identity theft. You guys that have identity theft for accounts that's not yours, like I'm telling y'all, do not play with these credit bureaus. If I had identity theft, I would reach out to an attorney because all the cases that I'm looking at, they're suing, and people are. I'm not saying people are getting checks, but I'm not stupid. If I can't say what I was gonna say. Oh, listen, let me say it like this. If I put my lawsuit in and I was asking for a check, okay? I was asking for a check. And y'all make sure y'all read what this said. This was public records. I am authorized to settle this matter for dollar amount and case specific action. If I have stuff like that going on and I didn't have like no necessarily no identity theft, can y'all imagine what's going on with these people that got identity theft? It's lit over there. While people like, oh, I'm just gonna do this police report and all this. Yeah, do that. But guess what? I have a client right now that did all of that and they still did not remove it, like seriously. So I want you guys, like, if you guys ever have any questions about this, or if you guys need help finding an attorney, especially going through the strong and 75, or if you say, dang, Rakita, I did my 75 days, I did my disputes, ain't nothing shaking, like what's going on, definitely contact me so I can be able to tell you this is probably what you need to be able to do, or I can actually connect you to an attorney too in your state. So far my main states that I am focusing on, because I have clients right now that's actively in these states, is Illinois, uh, Florida. I have connections to attorney for Tampa, New York, New Jersey. Um, what other state? California, Mississippi. Yeah, Mississippi. Oh my gosh, and Mississippi got some good laws. I didn't even realize how good their laws was when it came down to that. Remember I told y'all it's a such thing as having like state law. You got state law and you got federal laws. The FCRA is a federal law, and then your state can have certain laws. Mississippi got great laws, and I do like that California had that additional law for collection companies. But definitely do not bow down if you find that these accounts are not getting deleted, especially if you have major things happening like me. Not only did you put the collection on my credit report one time, but you put on there twice, had me sick, y'all. Oh my God. Can you imagine me deleting people's stuff and then it's like this one is not coming off on mine? And then on top of that too, what happened with mine with the lawsuit that I'm still actively going with, like I said, I have a deposition. I'm being deposed next month, and I cannot wait to be able to depose them. I wish I could record it so I can be like legally blind. But what happened with me with mine was that this thing was added to my credit reports. That's what happened. It was like just added to my credit reports. I didn't get anything like, hey, we got this debt for you. If you don't respond in 30 days, we're gonna put this on your credit report. I don't remember getting anything like that, and that's not how it's supposed to go. Like these companies, they're supposed to send you something before they put on your credit reports. So that's kind of how that went. I just seen this thing was added to my credit reports, and I was sick. You know what I mean? I was very, very sick when that thing was added. But I just said, you know what? I'm just going to put my lawsuit in, and I'm just not going to cry about it. I'm just going to take action. Maybe this is a sign that I need to get more experience before I go to law school. And it's nothing better than hands-on experience. I've been learning so much, like going to the courtrooms, not being scared, knowing how to talk, knowing, when to speak, how to talk. All these different things I've been learning so much. Now I'm gonna go through this deposition and being deposed. So now I'm gonna know what it feel like to be deposed. So I can come back and like tell you how everything went with me being deposed. And then I have to make sure that I depose to their side. And it's 8 hours of them asking me a billion questions. So I gotta do the same thing. I gotta ask them a billion questions for 8 hours. So I'm very excited actually about it. I was a little nervous when I first did the case, but now that I'm going through with the case, I'm like, what's gonna stop me? And this was for my last graduation. And I know I said I was gonna graduate. I was like, I don't push my graduation off, but I decided I'm gonna just get this out the way for this year. I don't want to do school in like January until I start law school in August. I just want to chill. And focus on these cases for like my clients and stuff like that. I don't want to do anything like this. School and stuff is kind of bugging me out a little bit. Like I think it's because the kids are here. But this was my cap for my last graduation. So I just cannot wait to actually be a lawyer. But make sure you guys stay focused on this and don't be scared. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you guys have. Tomorrow, or should I say day 61, what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about the FDCPA. So the FCRA is like the reporting. The FDCPA is about abuse and unfair collection tactics. So I seen these companies was, don't forget they can't call you between the hours of 9 p.m. and 8 a.m. your time. So I've been seeing people been getting contacted after that time. After people told them not to contact them, they still contacting them, and that's personally happening with me. And I'm like, y'all, like I seen this personally, so that's why I'm like, I cannot wait. Like I cannot wait to be able to do this. But that's what we're going to talk about um, for day 62. And then day 63, we're going to talk about identity theft again for those people that have identity theft. But we're getting into the nitty gritty, you guys. Don't forget, it's only 75 days. I'm going to talk to you guys too about the how to increase your credit score 100 points in 30 days, because our goal was to get 60 points per credit bureau going this route. And I'm pretty sure with everything I told you guys, y'all should be able to have it already. Seriously. Especially if y'all did everything that was in here. We were doing so much stuff, adding so much stuff, working on deletions. I mean, are working on getting our accounts deleted. Plus, yesterday, let me see what day that was. Was that yesterday? No, that was day 59 because we on day 61. We talked about removing inquiries. Y'all can get 3 to 5 points per inquiry doing that. So y'all should be where y'all need to be already. But we're gonna finish this thing on out. The goal was to have this thing done. I think our last day was supposed to be like the 30th or something like that. July 30th. So yeah, I'm very excited. If you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. I'm going to do a little work, just relax and just chill at this point. If you guys have any questions again, let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow.